This is a War Brief Daily for April 7, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight, we are tracking 4 confirmed developments. Ukraine's overnight double strike on Novorossiysk, hitting both a major oil terminal and a Russian warship in the same operation. Russia's 141 drone bombardment of Ukrainian energy infrastructure with confirmed civilian casualties in Odessa. Frontline movements in Kharkiv Oblast, and a confirmed Russian buildup targeting Slovyansk. And new data showing Russia's military recruitment has now fallen below its battlefield casualty rate for the 4th consecutive month. First, Ukraine strikes Novorossiysk, and this is the most operationally significant development of this cycle. Overnight on April 5 to 6, Ukrainian drone forces struck the Sheskharis oil terminal near the port of Novorossiysk in southern Russia, igniting a large fire at oil tanker berths inside the port. This is confirmed. The Ukrainian General Staff announced it. Russia's Ministry of Defense acknowledged it. Geolocated footage shows the fires burning, and NASA satellite data independently detected heat anomalies at the terminal. In the same operation, Ukrainian Unmanned Systems Forces Commander Major Robert Magyar Brovdi confirmed that drone forces also struck the Admiral Makarov, a Russian Admiral Grigorovich-class frigate, inside the same port. That strike is corroborated by geolocated footage. Why it matters. Novorossiysk is Russia's primary warm water oil export hub on the Black Sea. One Western security official told the Financial Times that Ukrainian strikes against Russian oil export ports have burned approximately $200 million worth of oil. Naphtha exports from Ust-Luga fell roughly 70% in late March, following earlier drone hits. Kremlin-affiliated Russian mill bloggers are now openly saying Russian air defenses are stretched, quote, to the limit. Second, Russia's overnight drone barrage. Russian forces launched 141 strike drones against Ukraine on the night of April 5 to 6. Shahid, Gerbera, and Italmas-type systems fired from multiple directions, including Bryansk, Kursk, Rostov Oblast, and occupied Crimea. The Ukrainian Air Force reports 114 drones were intercepted. 26 struck 17 locations across 6 oblasts, with debris from downed drones hitting 13 additional areas. In Odessa City, a residential strike killed at least 3 people, including a child, and injured 15 civilians, confirmed by the Odessa Regional Military Administration. For scale, President Zelensky stated that Russian forces have launched over 2,800 long-range drones, nearly 1,350 glide bombs, and more than 40 missiles against Ukraine in just the past week. Third, frontline. In northern Kharkiv Oblast, ISW assessed on April 6 that Ukrainian forces have advanced southwest of Vovchansk and west of Milove, the latter confirmed by geolocated footage. Near Kupiansk, 10 to 15 Russian troops remain trapped inside a destroyed hospital, being resupplied by FPV drones and refusing to surrender while awaiting reinforcements. A small story that captures something larger about Russian force attrition on this front. In the Slovyansk direction, Ukrainian 11th Army Corps spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Dmytro Zaporozhets confirmed that Russian forces are accumulating personnel and armored vehicles along the Kramatorsk direction and are waiting for drier ground conditions to begin intensified attacks. Fourth, Russia's manpower problem. Russia's recruitment rate fell below its battlefield casualty rate for the 4th consecutive month in March 2026. Ukraine's I Want to Live initiative reported roughly 80,456 contract soldiers recruited in the first quarter of 2026, against approximately 85,290 reported Russian casualties in the same period. Russia needs to recruit between 1,100 and 1,150 soldiers per day to hit its annual target. It is averaging 940. At least 12 Russian regions have raised one-time signing bonuses by 50 to 80% since mid-February. Russian universities have reportedly been directed to ensure at least 2% of students sign military contracts. That is a structural deficit, and it compounds each month. Here's what to watch next. Monitor for Ukrainian follow-on strikes against Novorossiysk and Black Sea oil infrastructure. Watch for a Russian retaliatory mass strike following the frigate hit. Track whether Russian ground forces accelerate the Slovyansk push before the spring mud season ends. And watch for Sweden's Tridon Mark II air defense systems, 400 million euros worth, designed specifically to intercept Shaheds to enter Ukrainian service. That is your War Brief Daily for April 7, 2026.